Welcome back to Andre Sere, where today we are jumping into Black Sails, Season 2, Episode 8. In the last episode, we had a new alliance, y'all. We have John Silver, Max, and we also have Bonnie, soon to join in, most likely in this episode. She wasn't there when Silver went to Max, but we already know what's going to happen. So, it was really interesting because Silver really cares about that gold. He has stated it, he has made it clear, so you can't call him a liar. And he went to Max to try to help get this plan in motion since he made those two men lie about what happened to the gold. So the gold is still there. It's barely being occupied by anybody because they all died from a virus. And so this is John Silver's perfect opportunity to get that gold. It's gonna be really good to see Bonnie back in action, back doing what she has to do, living, loving, and wanting. I really do like Bonnie, and I hope Jack joins them in this adventure. We also have Flint. He now has Abigail, I believe that's her name, and with the help of Eleanor, Abigail was freed from Vane's grasp. Although it seemed like Vane wasn't really going to hurt her. He just really wanted her as leverage. But Vane told Eleanor, if you betray me this last time, he's going to hold her to accountability. And I'm thinking that means he's going to kill her. And I wouldn't mind. Because I'm not sure. Eleanor is like a main character, so I don't think she's going to die. But at least, Vane has done a lot for her. I love Captain Vane as a character, and he just seems like he has so much loyalty to Eleanor, but this last portrayal of Eleanor has made it evidently clear to him and to the viewers that Eleanor will do anything to get her way when it deals with Nassau. We also saw the ending of that episode, her father in the darkness with a bunch of bodies that were standing there looking over in the darkness. I don't know what that's about. I'm not sure. See, the father's still a fugitive, so he can't be doing that much. But every time he comes on the scene, things always get worse. It goes from bad to worse. I don't ever see him. When did he ever help out? It always seems like he's going to help out, and then he doesn't. And he causes a bigger situation. What else did we have in that episode? Oh, we had Harry Potter, the Harry Potter of Black Sails. He wanted to, I don't know his name. He wanted to betray Flint. And I was kind of over that storyline, to tell you the truth. I'm trying to find his name because I write things down because I got read for filth last time. Not from this reaction, but somebody was like, maybe you should write things down. They wrote to me in my private Instagram, in my inbox, that I should write things down. But we're not going to talk about that. But thank you for the instructions. I wrote it down this time. But, and I still can't find it. So, but the guy who was Captain Flint's right hand, he wanted to betray Flint, and Bones acted like he was going to, but with Bones' character, you can see that Bones said, when he said it, he was like, we can't free only 10 people because he had 10 pardons. He wanted all of his brothers freed. And Harry Potter lookalike, he only cared about himself and getting rid of Captain Flint, and it wasn't going down. So he's been exiled from that crew. And then he went and met with Quaker Oats looking character, and now has told him that they could capture Flint and hand them off and he's obviously going to tell him the whole story about getting pardons if they capture Flint and bring him off to wherever these people that want him. So overall, and I have a question for those watching this reaction. I'm going to shut up because we're almost at 5 minutes, and I don't do 5-minute marks anymore. Why do these people want Captain Flint? Because Thomas, I believe his real name is. Because when we last saw him, he was told to leave England, but he didn't have a bounty on his head or anything. Maybe because I don't know how he became a pirate. So maybe there's more to this story and that's why they're looking for him. I just answered my own question. In this episode, I'm looking for more Max. Last episode was heavy Max. I want more Max. Give it to me, give it to me, give it to me good. I love Bonnie. And I'm really curious on Captain Vane and what he's going to do. I know his crew's going to be a little bit upset with him because they warned him about Eleanor, and I was warning him about Eleanor. I was yelling at my computer screen like, she is a liar! But like, he couldn't hear me, so it's fine. But I'm really curious of what's going to happen with that situation. Also, what is going on with the father? What is his plans? It's not going to be good. And with Captain Flint, I'm wondering, I love, I always forget that lady's name. Mildred. Her name is Mildred? I think her name is Mildred. If her name isn't Mildred and it comes up and they say her name and I'm like, ooh, who is Mildred? I really like her and I like Flint. So I would love to see more of them. And with Abigail in the mix, I'm here for it. I'm loving it. I'm wanting it. And I want more. So with that being said, let's jump into Black Sails and find out what Captain Flint has got to give. Boop. Hi, Abigail. I can tell it's you by your eyes. What's going on? Sounds like she's in a war. Is this her backstory? Most likely. It's how she got captured.
You all right? I'm here.
Yeah, this is her backstory. What in the heck? This is how she was captured. Oh.
Shh, it's all right. I'm here.
Oh, girl, she heard that before.
Last night was the first of my journey home. Still, my dreams are haunted by the faces of those pirates that first captured me.
I can imagine that face is to be scared, honey.
In the custody of another band of pirates. They've even afforded me the tools to keep this journal.
Aww.
Just the act of putting my thoughts to paper has helped me feel myself again.
Aww.
And that these men are simply sailors, tasked with delivering me home.
Oh, that's normal, girl. They always fight.
My father's told me about these men, about their natures. Any appearance of civility from them is but a glimpse of the men they once were. Though I'm forced to wonder, this illusion is no accident at all.
Oh my god.
Even monsters such as these have no choice but to dance to the tune he plays for them.
Okay, girl. You going deep.
What happens if that man decides the theater no longer serves his purpose?
Oh, that was deep. She's a deep thinker.
She was writing about me.
Do you think? When I first learned she was on the island, I saw in my mind a 5-year-old child.
Oh, she's not 5 years old.
How many years separate me from a world I still think of as home? How unrecognizable a woman I am now would be to the woman I was then.
We got two deep thinkers.
I recognize you. You recognize me?
Yes. Will Peter recognize either one of us?
No. That is the answer.
Jesus Christ.
That's Jack's person, right?
How in the fuck am I supposed to prepare to carry 5 million pieces of eight across an ocean?
Perhaps if you asked a little louder, there might be someone on the moon who could help you.
I told him I needed to refigure how she was carrying her weight.
Is that something one does?
No.
It's all I could think of, given that there's no good reason. Even if the intelligence is correct and the gold is retrievable, to address the issue of where we put all that gold, much less defend it.
We've all come too far to let an opportunity like this pass us by. Would you not agree? By the time anyone expects to reload it, you will be close enough to departure to tell them the truth, yes?
There you go, Mr. Featherstone.
2 men, days removed from unending wealth to be any less happy. But are you angry with Anne for leaving, or are you angry with me for offering her the opportunity?
Oh, she left? What?
I knew her. Perhaps the only one who truly knew her. But for weeks, with everything we've been through, everything she's done, she's a fucking mystery to me.
What? You kind of betrayed her.
And the most disturbing thing about it is, because it's Anne, I will likely never know which it is.
No, I like Anne. What's that? New character. Who's that? I don't know what this is happening, but something is happening.
I'm here to see the lady of the house.
She's occupied.
Tell her it's news from home. Use those words, please.
Who's the lady of the house? Oh, this lady.
What do you have for me?
Met with Max and Rackham behind closed doors again. Entered in a huff, left in a huff. Mom, you know I am eternally in your debt for how you treated me when you oversaw the inn, but
It's all for a good cause.
who the information's being purchased for?
That means mind your damn business, girl.
Control ostensibly of the operation. I was just wondering if you'd reached a decision.
Is that all?
Yes, ma'am. Doors are still shut, no word from inside. Either they're plotting some sort of reprisal.
Or they're still choosing a new captain.
Eleanor, you always worry about things much later than needed. What?
We scheduled to see each other today.
But I have news I think you'll want to hear without delay.
Eleanor sneaky.
When you engaged me to monitor the goings-on across the way, I must confess I thought you'd overestimated our young friend Max. There is something afoot at the inn. I believe I know what it is.
Ooh.
And I believe you want to know it too.
Eleanor is always up in other people's business. That's why she's gonna get hurt.
Recount information to you. But with what lies ahead, I'm hoping you'll indulge me in a personal account. I remember the first time I saw those walls. The first mate leans in as he sees that look on my face. Town resolved never to be fucked with. And they announced to the crowd that this
When
man
Captain Flint first arrived on this island, he gained influence faster than any man I'd seen before. Was he knew the power of the story. And that man there, I would argue,
once as he opened
may very well be his equal.
I listened to that exciting.
You know it isn't even his. Our story is Bernard's. Heard him tell it before.
The story isn't his. But the power of the telling, that is clearly his.
True.
But God help us if he ever realizes what else he could use it to accomplish.
So he telling somebody else's story. That was already said.
People of Charlestown are eager to see you and me dead. We will need to be focused and at our best.
Who's that?
What the hell was that? And the three of us stood on that beach. What did I say to you?
You get another crew to go back and get it. And we could have a bigger share.
Well, there we go. There's the problem. Anyone even remotely suspected something was off about our story, faintest whiff of it, we would all be dead.
True.
So when you sit behind them grinning like a fucking child, see how that presents a problem?
No one's asking questions. No one knows shit, so leave me alone about it.
Oh, Silver, a little aggressive. Love it.
That man has the potential to be a very real problem for the two of us.
They gotta get him killed.
So in love, they say, with a man from Flint's crew, man named Logan.
He died.
What is that?
Charlotte's savings.
Oh.
On the eve of securing an unprecedented prize with no warning and no money.
I'm sorry, I'm not following.
Well, Eleanor, you're slow, girl.
A brothel madam, intent on stealing information to use for her benefit. Urca gold is no longer to be won, but is safely on its way back to Spain.
Good job, lady of the house.
Murdered him, and then one of her own girls. And then somehow managed to convince Captain Flint and the rest of his crew that the Urca gold had disappeared.
That's not really how it happened.
But this morning, Captain Rackham's ship emptied the entire contents of its hold onto the island. I believe Max learned about the prize.
Yep.
Convinced the island it had disappeared.
Well,
Preparing to retrieve it and bring it back to this place.
that part's true.
Were that to happen, and your plans for this place would be doomed to failure. You have to stop her.
Oh, God. So there's two things that Eleanor is going to do. She's either going to get Vane to join her so that way Vane could forgive her. I think that's the only thing. That's how her and Vane are going to get back together. She's going to get Vane into this gold. Oh, God, Andre, stop telling spoilers.
So, as long as you're in agreement, you'll make preparations.
Oh, you like Bones, Abigail? Oh, hey. That's Bones. He's 8 feet tall. Weighs 110 pounds.
He just seems out of place here.
His parents were levelers in Kensington. Spoke out against impressment. Insisted that Billy was lettered so that he could understand the cause and contribute. Snatching him and leaving only the pamphlets for his parents to find.
Did he ever see them again? His mother and father?
When we found Billy, we freed him. He said he couldn't face his father again. Didn't think he'd be able to accept a murderer for a son.
Is this a true story? I can't ever believe him or Silver.
Howard, listen. Irving, Maine.
He's gonna fall from the sky.
What lies ahead, I'm afraid I may be wholly unprepared for. Something else lies at the end of this road.
Judgment Day.
And the man that I've become in this entire endeavor hangs in the balance of that judgment. Things that Captain Flint has done that cannot be defended.
That's true. I know a few.
And the moment he reveals that he knows these things may be the moment that this all comes crashing down. And it all depends on what he sees standing before him. Me. Or my name.
How's that guy gonna die?
Betraying the other men is making him act foolish. It won't matter for much if he gets the three of us killed. I know.
Well, if you can think of something to say to him to get him to fall in line, now would be a good time.
Say to him. What you asked me to do wasn't the point to solve the problem for good.
Ha ha ha.
Nicholas was scheduled for duty on the main mast. Seemed like the perfect chance to make it look like an accident.
He's gonna fall. Oh! R.I.P.
We anchor the ship off the southern coast. A team of men excavate a trench inland.
Jack's not listening.
Your answer is where to secure 5 million pieces of eight is to dig a hole.
Damage a woman can do once you let her in the door. We all know what happened up at that fort. He lets her in, she walks off with fortune, leaving him to swing in the wind for it. Where does one store a fortune in gold coins? In a goddamn fort.
Bloop.
Knock on the door and ask whomever answers. Let us use your half-demolished fort as a treasury.
Yes. Care to join me?
Ha ha. Yes.
With him so he doesn't get killed?
Oh God, Eleanor. You already know how I feel about this lady. She's got to sit here for the rest of the episode.
It's been a day since Mrs. Mapleton told us of the plot next door. I've wanted to give you the time you needed to deliberate. Pirates flush with Spanish gold will be encouraged. They will be empowered. It is clear that we must act to prevent...
We? Fairly certain that you aren't suggesting that we do anything.
What?
It's to eliminate everyone with a knowledge of where it is and how to retrieve it. You are suggesting that I have all of these people killed.
With all due respect, ma'am, it's not as if you haven't done it before.
Amen, sir, whoever you are.
I've done what I've done and I will live with it. But do not for a moment believe that that defines me.
Okay, girl. Just stay in this dark room in that chair. Good day.